Hello, I'm Jostra and welcome back to Danganronpa 2. Where we left off, we just finished the investigation for the trial. So now is the actual trial. Wish me luck, because yeah, I don't really remember what happened. Let's go. But first, my dogs are in the room, so I should close the door. And also, yeah, last stream one of my dogs' name was revealed, Oreo. He's looking at me now. The other dog's name will still be a secret.
You're so evil!
Yeah, just wait. Eek. No matter how many times I see it, it's such bad taste, the worst, the lowest, most brutal taste. Somehow I moved my muscles, stiffened with fear and nerves, and awkwardly walked onto the escalator. I'm just readjusting my second screen. Because I'm in a different location right now. It's only temporary. So, yeah. The most like, normally it's on my right side, but this time it's on my left side, so it's kind of weird. The moment all of us were inside Monokuma Rock. A rumbling sound filled the room, and the surrounding space began to fall. As soon as it shook with clatter, the elevator we were inside continued to drop. Throughout the drop, I was fluctuating between feeling hope and despair. As if my heart was a rotten fruit, swelling in the sun, before finally goes squish. I suddenly stopped breathing. Oh no, Hajime's dead. My consciousness began to fade from the pressure. I tried to endure the pressure by firmly standing on my legs. And after a while, the elevator's vibrations gradually weakened. And then it stopped altogether. Aim. Defeat the boring routine.
So...
I've decided to start redecorating. How's it look? Mr. Monokuma's redecoration is awesome, isn't it?
Impossible!
It's not like I'd allow you to think otherwise anyway.
That is...
To go to the trouble of doing something this elaborate, really, what is your true intention?
No!
Nothing really. Essentially, this killing game is just to kill time anyway. Kill time?
Yeah!
To break away from my purpose. That alone is my purpose.
Like...
A purpose is only gonna be a weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest in the bunch. I don't think so. If you have a purpose, you end up being the strongest because you have a goal. That's why you guys should forget about such cheap-ass purpose like trying to survive. And enjoy the class trial from the bottom of your hearts. It's starting. The class trial is starting. Mahiru Koizumi, the ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality, but she was actually very good at taking care of people. Most importantly, she was always straightforward. The person that killed her is among us. Seriously, it's not even like 5 minutes into the video and there's already an Among Us joke. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it, but that's what Teddy did. Regardless, we need to find the answer. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Because it's the only way. Wait, let me quickly check something. Oh, hello. How are you? Oh, okay, my sound's working. Regardless, it doesn't... because it's the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there's no other way for us to survive. I can't really see chat right now for some reason. Oh, there. I still think it's her too, because who else is skilled enough with a long weapon for us to survive? And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Yeah, I'll save. Because I'm gonna fail a lot. Let's see. See what skills I have. I think I have enough skill points to equip another... skill. Never mind, I retract my statement. Leon killed her. Leon isn't even in this game. Whoa. Silent massage. The folk. Okay, I think that's... This is gonna get annoying. Lost in thoughts, all alone? Okay, that's all I can equip. Yeah, I'm always gonna be in a kind difficulty. Didn't think of that, did you, Jules? I'm gonna fail a lot this trial. For some reason, I don't feel confident about this trial.
Let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Yep.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Yeah, it is.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
What? Who cares about that game?
You're in that game, weren't you?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Mahiru.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Yep, and we know the cast.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game.
She asked for an explanation, not the explanation of what non-fiction means.
Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
This is meta.
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
Girl A was Mikan. Girl A was Mikan. And... Wait, The characters in the game were Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, Girl D, Girl E, Boy F. I think it was in order. By using the role stuff after clearing the game as a reference, I should be able to figure out who's who. The first character the player was able to control was Girl A. Girl A was probably Mikan.
I see. Girl A is probably
Mikan Tsumiki.
Me?
I don't need to voice act this stream because it's a trial.
That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy. A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights. Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too. Huh?
That she's girl B, if I remember. That was girl B.
I see! Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Mm-hmm.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
That was Ibuki, if I remember. Girl C, huh? Her personality was hyper energetic and unique. Ibuki.
I see! Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl C? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
Let's move on to Girl D.
Girl D was Mahiru, or was that Mahiru?
I see! Girl D is Mahiru, the victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
That's Fuyuhiko. Fuyuhiko.
I see! Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid.
You're lying. We know you're the one who gave the envelope.
That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Another person?
That was his sister.
It was one of the names on the staff roll.
And my second screen is lagging. Did the stream drop? Ow. According to Streamlabs, it didn't drop.
The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji,
And there goes my
Myoda,
dogs.
Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on. Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
Okay, my second screen is back.
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll.
Yeah.
Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
The reason why Fuyuhiko's last name Kuzuryu appears twice, it's true, I have a hunch, but to call me out like that, Nagato, you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. Because of his little sister.
I could prove it with this!
Yes.
In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
Hmm? What do you mean, little sister?
Didn't we talk to him earlier in the chapter and he mentioned he had a little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game.
That bit.
It's
I didn't
pretty
even
clear.
click it.
There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister.
I just did that really quickly.
Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
She was the murder victim.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
I don't really want to say it myself, but I need through this conversation. The only character in the game I could see was the girl who died.
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
Girl A.
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you've got there.
Winning personality? Are you praising me?
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Darn it, Nagato.
Hey, you said the game is a
Nagato.
work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events.
That's what Monokuma
That's
said.
why it's the motive.
Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope's Peak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
Yeah, he's being
I
triggered.
see. So you're never gonna accept that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
Maybe not.
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone.
Uh-huh.
That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko.
Even though the class trial is like very hard and long, I do get to enjoy it because I don't really need to read that much or speak that much. It's like watching movies sometimes.
And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
So are you.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be the same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
You know?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
She was the motive.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
What the heck is with that wild connection?
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
And he also has a strange rivalry going
Hey,
on.
no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Uh-huh.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that true?
Are they being sarcastic?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
The reason why girl... Because she's the one who killed the sister, right?
I see.
I almost...
The reason
I
Girl
almost...
E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
I almost picked the third one because I didn't read it properly.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl.
Uh-huh. Whoops.
What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed
I'm having a
to
hard time
avenge your
seeing
little
my second
sister.
screen because of my current setup. Like I said, this is a... I'm not in my room, this is a temporary setup. And I'm using a desk that's very small, so it's hard to move around sometimes.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim?
In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
Uh-huh.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance. Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
Didn't the broken vase was broken to distract them from the broken window? And I remember the broken vase is one of the... It's either the broken vase or the broken window is a truth bullet.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
There's a lot of drawings in Danganronpa.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans.
Really?
Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound.
I'm pretty sure we established that in last stream that was the broken vase, not the broken window.
Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside...
So every time I check my second screen, you're gonna hear me like knocking about.
They found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there.
But it was fake.
The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
You're the ultimate fetishist.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girl E was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girl E was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room,
And
right?
one of my dogs is playing around with a Christmas decoration.
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped.
No.
And sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
Maybe?
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then forget this.
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E who was waiting in the hallway is the killer. Then what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? I guess I need to clear that up first. Yeah, Danganronpa lags a lot. Oh, it was broken vase. Maybe it's that one.
After she killed the first victim in the music room,
Let's hear them out.
what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
Was it tab to speed up?
So how did Girl E get from outside the school?
How do... Oops, wait. Mouse... Oh, control.
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, The other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
I don't think it was the window, but
How was she able to get past those 4
I still want to hear out the...
and wait in front of the music room?
Oh, okay.
She probably used a hidden passageway.
No, there was no passage.
Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
It's probably the window shattering, because we concluded last stream that it was a distraction. So Vaz. So yeah, I think we need to counter Nekomaru.
After she killed the first victim, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window and escaped out.
So how did Girlie to the front of the music? To go back to the... You need to go through... Plus, at the end, the other 4 girls...
At the entrance, heard the sound of the window shattering.
There we go.
That's wrong.
Yep, that is wrong.
First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
I say Vaz because of where I live.
Vase? How low can you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
Yeah, she was elaborate.
So, when the 4 of them ran over after they heard the sound,
Whoops!
I see! Now the mystery has been solved!
I accidentally skipped Nekuyama. Yep. Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too. Okay.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
I think it was a bat? Murder weapon?
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit.
You always talk about the toilet, Nekomaru.
Which means I'll feel disgusting!
You're the disgusting one.
I have a friend like him, IRL.
The weapon is pretty unconventional! The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
Blunt force object. An unconventional weapon that also appeared in the game. If we're told we can't advance as long as we don't make that clear, then I have to do it. I'll do it. What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Was I out of line just now? Now then, there's something I need to tell you regarding white noises in the non-stop debates. Some of the white noises are very durable, so you won't destroy them in one shot. Durable white noises will chip away every time you shoot at them with a silencer. But unless you completely destroy them, your time limit will not be replenished. Okay. It appears the debate is getting tougher, so I'm used to it. I heard there's a guy named Gun something. Apparently he has a skill that increases the power of Gundam? With a silencer. Gun something. I wonder who it... Was I out of Gundam? Yeah, I'm guessing it's Gundam. Well then, good luck and have fun. So
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
I just spam it.
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
And it was already broken.
Then the piano.
You can't use that.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Maybe it is the gravel.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
Wait, didn't she wrap up gravel in a girl in a swimsuit or something? I think the bullet is
A weapon
swimsuit.
inside the music room, huh?
Wait.
What about broken glass?
Or am I being stupid?
Isn't the cause
Like
of death a blow to the
She
head?
bundled up gravel.
Then she
in a
attacked her
swimsuit.
with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
No, 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 no. Ah.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
I agree with that.
Consent. Oh, I was
Got
right.
it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
My goodness. I got it right. And I was just throwing things out there. Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
You're not chosen at all. And gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon.
It was bundled up in a swimsuit.
What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
A bag? What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon.
That was it.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even the ace attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea!
But for the killer, it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone.
Quite literally.
To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen.
Yep.
And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon,
Yeah.
it'd have to be disposed of later.
My dog Oreo. He's staring at me now because I just said his name. Both my dogs are in me. I'm not in my normal room. I'm in another room. I just moved my equipment. But my two dogs are with me. And one of them, I'm not going to reveal the name, but the other one's name was Oreo, as you heard my little brother say in the stream. Right, Oreo? He's just looking at me now.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only
Also-
producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
How are you, Firewall?
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice.
But
that person was actually Girl D.
I'm doing well. I mean, when my dog got doxxed by my brother, because my brother went to my room looking for my dog and asking me, and he was gonna ask me a question. I was worried. I didn't see the stream then, so I was worried that my brother said my real name. But luckily, I went over the stream and my brother only said my dog's name. So yeah. So I warned him not to do that anymore. This is the same brother who called me during the Getting Over It stream. So that was already strike 2 of him bothering my streams. Even though my parents told my other sibling, all my siblings, because I have 3 siblings, to not bother me while I'm streaming, yet he still does it. So I went to a bit of a panic, because I'm worried that he will accidentally do it one day. But for now, I'm fine. How are you?
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Yeah.
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
There was a photo.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it, and they ended up getting into an argument.
You actually got the Bravo contradiction? You know how... Just... I was thinking about it. I had time to listen. I went through the thing first. Then I thought about... I remember last stream they mentioned... I think they mentioned it. Like, it was the swimsuit and the gravel, and I kind of did something like that IRL when I was a kid. Like, I was collecting seashells, then I just got my swim shirt, as we like to call it here in Australia, rashies. Then I just put like pebbles on it, and I technically made a bag. So, childhood experience.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
So I think I have my childhood to thank for that. But I'm pretty sure they mentioned it last stream.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
How would you know that?
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back. I somewhat understand that feeling.
You can? That's pretty scary.
To this day, I still question if I actually do sound like Mikan.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day. Or the game's last day.
It was Fuyuhiko.
I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Fuyuhiko. It's that guy.
I see! It should have been Guy F.
I saw somebody that said maybe a guy wrapped the swimsuit around his hand and made brass knuckles and beat the victim with it. Ah.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
Ray was here, and he still thinks it's Peko. And I'm starting to believe that it might be Peko.
Guy F is...
A bat is very similar to a sword.
What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it?
So's your story.
That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
That is... I'm terribly sorry, but...
Had an exam yesterday, and for once it went well. Oh, that's good. Speaking of exams, I found out I actually passed one of my classes. So I don't think I'll be dropping out anytime soon.
They don't remember! That's obvious! Because their school memories were, like, totally stolen!
When you said like totally, there goes my dogs again. I'm still convinced you're Junko.
Even if I don't remember, I already know! It's obvious that guy is the killer! No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko!
That's nice to hear. Yeah, now I'm just waiting on my other class. I probably failed that one because I had a late submission.
Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy!
Dog. That wasn't Oreo, that was the other dog.
You sure do talk a lot of shit.
I mean,
I'm used to it by now.
It shouldn't be like very surprising because Oreo is a very common dog name. It could also be a cat name.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
No, the game and Mahiru's death is probably related. Because they used the bats, right? That one's Oreo. He's playing with a Christmas decoration right now. Where is it?
I can prove it with this. I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game.
Uh-huh.
As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house.
He doesn't want Oreo doesn't want his sister to grab the Christmas decoration from him.
And girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat.
So you'll hear his voice too.
There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must
There
have
he
wanted to
is.
split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim.
Are you mad from getting doxxed? No, I don't think he is. He doesn't want anyone to touch his Christmas decoration.
Hey, why don't you confess already?
No.
You were the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious. Don't you think that'd be too obvious?
I think I need to get the Christmas decoration off of him. Because he's barking at it right now. Ow. Bad boy. Yeah. Yes, that was Oreo.
What did he...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
It's a trap.
Trap? What do you mean?
He's doing a dog sets. Leave him alone.
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters.
That's true.
That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
I have a as you know, I have a second dog, but I'm not revealing her name.
Are you saying
I'm
that a
not
completely different killer murdered Mahiru and
Ow.
used the game motive as their cover?
Like I said, the desk is very short. I mean, I'm short too, so an average person's probably gonna struggle with this desk.
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko?
Huh?
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
Oh no.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh.
I mean, you were in the beach house, tongue twist.
What are you even saying, you nasty toilet clogging bitch?
Good luck. Make your argument. I'm guessing it's the footprints because Nagato said it was the footprints.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hyoko?
Do you know where Hiyoko was today?
I'm just assuming that.
She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
Oops.
But I didn't go to the beach house! I was wishing
Oops.
Mr. Ants all day!
But the footprints. Oh no, there's a lot of white noises. I told you it was a girl. But no, it's not Bella. That's too basic.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of...
Why do you doubt Hyoko?
Do you know where Hiyoko? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house!
No, that's wrong!
Yes, that is wrong. Because you have the footprints.
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hiyoko.
Seriously, I told you I didn't!
And also there was a gummy there. Yeah, it's not Fido.
But
That's
these
also
footprints
too
in the sand
basic.
in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints. They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are. Don't decide that based on ugliness.
Huh. They're not Hiyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Collected? I never
Sydney,
gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus,
You're all the
the
same
footprints
age.
left in the sand were facing away from the beach house.
Is it Meanie Jaws? Nope.
Which means, when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
Stop trying to dox my other dog.
A different entrance? Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was leaning against?
Do I really sound like that?
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left.
Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hiyoko?
We are gonna dox your other dog someday. No! Let my dog be a dog tuber. Why tequila? Why tequila?
Oh, I remember now. I remember when I went to the beach house.
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
I thought it was because of the letter.
I've never heard of that daily routine before.
Because the letter we got from Mahiru's body.
And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
Now Oreo's throwing a tantrum.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Yeah, we have the letter.
Huh? It's a lie?
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves. If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying?
I like how in Danganronpa games the trial doesn't move until the main character says something. Is it him? No, it's not.
There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that.
She would really hate us. But I can give you guys a hint if you want. I'm not gonna say the full name, just the nickname. There, the letter. Let's.
I did go to the beach house,
Let's watch what.
but only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Obviously not.
You're clearly lying.
Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her? Is this a panel of idiots?
Hyoko said she never saw Mahiru. But I wish my dog's name was.
I did go to the beach
I like the
house,
name Alice.
but only during my morning walk.
No, that's wrong.
You don't have morning walks. That was a lie.
Only during your morning walk, huh?
Or trying to dox
Will you
his
still
sister,
claim
so
that
I'm
after
not
you take a look at this letter?
Weird thing is, they don't actually like each other. They fight over toys and they fight over food, even though there's plenty of food for both of them and plenty of toys for them to share, but they still fight over it. And we have a dog bed that's big enough to fit 2 dogs and they still fight over it. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. It seems that there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret until then. Let's try not to see each other for a while. Mario has internet integrity, alright. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Hiyoko Sayonji.
That letter! It's the one Mahiro had, right?
Yeah.
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
Not quesadilla, not chinchilla. Nope. Not tamales. either.
What is that letter? I'm serious, I don't know.
Oh, snap! I remember now. I totally saw you.
Yeah, we saw you like... By the way, the new Pokemon trailers dropped. It's yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm actually thinking if I should get Pokemon or should I get Fire Emblem 3 Hopes. I mean, I have the demo for 3 Hopes, so I'm gonna be streaming that soon. But if I'm thinking if I like it, I might get the game. Cause my friend told me, my friend has 3 Hopes, and they told me that it has 4 chapters, so I could stream it for a while, and if I like it, you just combine the names.
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
I see. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward.
No offense to Hiyoko, I don't think she has the strength or the height.
I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't.
Also, I think it was Ragnar. Ragnar calls Hiyoko knockoff Junko.
It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying
I don't
attention
know,
to the
Modern
beach
Pokemon
house.
was not really my favorite. I mean, the first Pokemon game I legally owned was Pokemon Moon. Because back then I used to play it on emulators. And the first video game I ever played was Pokemon Yellow, but it wasn't mine. My uncle had a Game Boy and he let me play with it. So technically Pokemon was the one who started me on my gamer journey.
I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further.
Are you a simp for him? Because every time we see you two together, you're always like Pekka's always defending him.
Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
If she really is the killer and she's a simp for Fuyuhiko, then that's another simp. Let me guess, Brock kicked your Pikachu 20 times before you beat... no! My uncle already finished that gym, so he just let me mess around and capture Pokemon, so... It was his game, I didn't own the Game Boy. And he only let me play with it like every once in a while. Also, as for a somewhat energetic kid, and someone with a short attention span, I mostly just played with a Game Boy for like a good 5 minutes before I get bored.
Seriously, I don't know. I didn't even write that letter.
Can we do like a handwriting test?
I'm telling the truth. I really don't know.
See, she's a bully, but as soon as she gets picked on, she becomes a child.
Is she really crying? Or is she faking it?
She's probably faking it.
We can
Definitely.
assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along.
Really?
That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place,
Unless
and
someone
waited for Mahiru.
planted the letter.
There's evidence for that too.
The only place I can think of where Hiyoko was hiding is probably that place, right? Oh, this is a new mechanic. Here. You said it.
The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Since when was... If you're like... I mean, I've held a sword. Like I said, I've done fencing training. And back in primary school, I did T-ball for just fun school sports, they feel relatively the same.
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence.
Coming out, the killer came out of the closet.
Yoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
I also like.
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
I have captured the true character of this mystery. Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
You're such a weeaboo.
But Hiyoko
I'm also a
miscalculated
wee,
that
but
Mahiru's
I'm not
body would
over
be
the top
blocking
like
the
that.
door at that time.
I think. I mean, I'm literally a VTuber.
Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
We have presented the proof. My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out.
The thing about mystery games is that, in a sense, they don't really have replay value because you already know.
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap!
It's a trap.
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe? The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
Why would she kill
There's no
Mahiru?
way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
They were close.
That is right. It cannot be Hyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice.
I forgot she's also a weeb. I ship Gundam and Sonia.
Huh? Sparkling what now?
That mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island.
Sometimes I feel like they like to throw these random moments during the trials to just...
Which means the
Burn
legendary
time.
serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru.
Why you? If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
You Sam, I wish you were the one who got killed by the metal bat.
Yoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your heads!
I mean, if she really hates everyone, she would just admit it and everyone else will be killed, including her.
Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer!
Hajime Hinata. It's true that Hiyoko is suspicious, but there's something strange. In the neighborhood? Something doesn't make sense. I can't help but, like, we're being directed by someone. Okay, let's... I already used that. It could be this. Oops.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
That is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
You sure she dropped the gummy?
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru.
The bag was in
And
her
afterward,
room,
you
wasn't
fled
it?
from the beach house.
So how would she drop the
At the
gummy?
time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints!
She couldn't have dropped the gummy because the gummy bag was in her room, right? Okay, I'm gonna go on a limb here. This looks really okay.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
That is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy. No, that's wrong.
There we go. That was the other dog. That wasn't Oreo.
About that gummy, did Hyoko
Gummy.
really drop it?
The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
And I'm pretty sure that was in her room.
Huh? But what about the lemon flavor? The gummy at the crime scene was yellow, so it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored. Huh? That gummy is yellow? Then it's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
What?
Uh-oh. I'm starting to think.
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
I'm pretty sure the way Pekka reacted. Maybe Reyes wasn't just memeing.
Then we can't assume Hyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy. See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap! Damn it! Who would set a trap like this?
Maybe it was Pekka seeing how she
To
reacted.
get my revenge, I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might!
Nowadays it's called bonking.
Hold on, you little bitch! You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet.
Let's see what it is. I still think it's Sorley.
We're not done with Hyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road. Thanks to her,
Wait.
we
but,
have the evidence we need.
But didn't
That's wrong!
Mikan say she died
I left
instantly?
those footprints during my morning walk!
I gotta figure out what's right and what's wrong. Yeah, didn't
We're not done with Hyoko
didn't
yet.
Mikan say she died instantly?
There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, Mikan says she died instantly.
Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
Instant death?
According to my autopsy, yes, there's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
Too bad that
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
I'm sorry!
Ryuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow.
yeah.
That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
I don't know.
Just ask Hyoko. She's the killer after all.
I don't think she has the strength to do that.
Seriously! That's not true! Let's assume Hyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body?
Yeah.
If she handled a body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
There goes my dogs again.
Huh? But when I saw her, she was...
She was clean.
She was clean.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer! Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven!
I won't let you look down on me.
Oh no.
We haven't decided that yet.
I want a doggo face for you.
Hey, Fuyuhiko. Why do you keep insisting that Hyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
So what I learned last time, all I just need to do is spam the sword, spam the cuts. Shower room. I get to choose later, right? Oh, I have to choose one. This has already been used, that's used, that's used. It's either these two. I'm just gonna close my eyes and pick.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her buck. Hyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Wait, how do I slice? Yeah, this is
Mahiru didn't block, then Hyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door. Hyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Whoops. Fuyuhiko is stubborn.
If Mahiru didn't block the then Hyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Oh, I'm out of cuts. I should not spam. Okay, I need to.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Okay, I can't just
If
spam.
Mahiru didn't, then Hyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Okay, there we go.
If Hyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach house. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
Allow me to cut through those words.
The shower room was broken.
Now, washing it off in the shower is impossible, because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Out of order?
Didn't notice
I'm
that.
terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Uh-huh.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
Why would she do that?
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
No, that's impossible. It's because she can't dress herself. Because she can't put on her sash properly, right? She can't get herself dressed.
I see.
Because she can't put the
Listen
sash
to
on.
me, Fuyuhiko. Hyoko mentioned this before.
I can't help it. I can't tie my kimono sash by myself. Yeah.
Which means Hyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell, and it only smelled a little.
Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place?
Yeah.
Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hyoko do with the blood that got on her?
So I had to do something. Did something happen? My dogs are just going crazy.
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiro's body.
Even though it's like way past midnight, there's still people wandering around. The female dog likes to panic.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious?
Also, I got very I got very lucky with the
Cause if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
I got lucky with the sword minigame.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Yeah.
Doubting me of all people. You got some nerve. All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life.
That actually sounds pretty cool.
The hell it does!
Well, that's nice. I thought I was gonna be stuck there, because I remember the first time I did the first trial, I lost a lot of life.
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer?
Yeah, seems like it.
See? I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru. Cause Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono.
A sword minigame
she
with
was
Feel
very,
Higa took
very
a friend 40 minutes to do. I just cut like randomly until something happens, and I close my eyes to see which sword I picked. It was between iron bars and the shower room, so I got very lucky because I couldn't pick between the two. So I just closed my eyes. I'm like, okay, it's this one, because they don't tend to reuse truth bullets, right?
There's no way I would kill a nice person like her.
Sometimes they do.
You believe me earlier. You guys are stupid, 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 stupid. Hyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right?
Then she's gonna tell her to
Shut
shut
the
up.
hell up, pig barf. I hope you get a hangnail and die. I'm sorry for being pig barf.
More importantly, Fuyuhiko's behavior earlier was definitely strange. Getting so worked up and accusing Hyoko of being suspicious. Could it be? Does he actually have something else in his mind?
Hey, Hyoko.
Isn't too
now that our
strategic
suspicions
anyway.
have been addressed,
Yeah.
can you tell us the truth?
So it's more about timing, so you don't run out of cuts, and you could cut it well.
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
She went to the beach house because I remember Mahiru said she wanted to meet people.
Like I said, it was a trap.
Yeah, I got that already, so... Can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh?
Yeah.
Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
And Mahiru also spoke to Mikan, Ibuki, and yeah, her.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
Ha ha ha, she never talked to me at all. Man, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
You wanted to meet her.
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a
Yoko, that's
reason
no
to
way
say
to
no.
talk. Are you talking about Mikan?
Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but... Around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
A letter?
You just got a letter.
Yeah, this one.
It seems there's someone who wants... I was going to tell you in person, but I can't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place? I want you to come to the beach house. It's the same... Wait, is it the same handwriting? On the second island, around 2 p.m. Since there's a person who wants to interfere with our meeting. It's identical to the letter that Mahiru had. I hope... Now I low-key hope Mikan dies. She's like my favorite character right now, but now... I wouldn't be surprised if she dies. So I won't have to use that voice. I mean, I still have to use that voice for Hanako for Karawa Sojo. Also, I had some time to think about it. My favorite character in the first game was Kyoko. This one I kinda like Mikan because of you guys like pattering and how I relate to her. I also relate to Sayaka, but somehow I don't see her as one of my favorite characters. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Mahiru Koizumi. I could get truth bullets here?
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
Oh, that letter. Yeah, it contradicts. Oh wow, wait, is this the first time the game is reusing truth bullets? Or they've always done it
with this.
Or they've always done it, but I just don't
This
notice.
letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
Yeah. About what we discussed earlier is like, I want you to come to the beach house at 2 blah, blah, blah.
Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hyoko's letter,
it says yeah, it says 2.
Whoa! The meeting times are off.
So Hyoko was there early.
it's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it, but for both letters to say the same thing?
Yeah.
Hyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think?
Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
So that's why I've never noticed it. It's safe to say a letter was forged by the killer, but which letter did the killer forge? I think it was both letters.
I see.
Starting? Oh, that was
the
a guess.
killer must have forged both letters.
Yeah, because Mahiru didn't know by the looks of things, and Hyoko didn't know.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters...
It's the same handwriting?
Confirmed! Just as I assumed.
Yeah.
The handwriting is the same.
Why don't we just...
The content of the letters matches too.
Why don't we just do a handwriting test?
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox.
There's a reason why serial killers and kidnappers use like magazines to forge letters.
This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while.
I realized Danganronpa and Neptunia has the same cast sometimes.
The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Like I said, in the last trial, the killer could have purposely changed their handwriting. That's true.
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times, but the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all.
Because no one wants you.
It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
No, you're just weird.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens. We can just lightly punch him to death later.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hyoko?
In fact, give us back our Teru.
What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened there?
Like I said, the only spoiler I got from this game is that no one dies except one person. So I'm still holding on hope that Fat Byakuya, Teru, and Mahiru are still alive somewhere.
I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something.
Flora?
Medicine? That medicine. Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore? I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
Yeah, you don't do that. Imagine if...
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet. And when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic.
Uh-huh.
I was scared. It was really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but...
Wait, you were stuck inside a closet? All she's doing this trial is crying.
The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Yeah.
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer. That's horrible! I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer!
I think it's more impressive how easy she can cry on command.
Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other.
You need to be sus.
So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together.
That's your punishment for bullying.
The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory.
Also, you weren't here for a while, but I also said IRL I have a friend just like Nekomaru. He keeps talking about going to the bathroom. It's weird. Jaws killed Jimmy. I saw... Jimmy isn't even in this stream.
The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope.
He's definitely high on something.
Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Nugget... Why is everyone building me?
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm not gonna take it back, but I see Nagato as like the hope version of Junko. Junko was obsessed with despair. Nagato is obsessed with hope.
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope
Jimmy
exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Anymore, maybe somebody. Jimmy was here during the Skyrim stream.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray, and you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying.
He doesn't side with anyone.
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hiyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yep. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job. That's the right way. That's a splendid power of teamwork.
How do you get your arm out?
Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want.
Seriously? You think I'm the killer?
Whoa. He's sleeping. thing.
How did you get your arms out?
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to
I'm
trust
not
each
the
other.
killer. Jimmy's still alive.
I want you to believe me.
The only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
The bitter truth. That may be true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Even if what lies ahead is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward. Because unless we reveal who among us is Mahiru's true killer. This is the second time they said Among Us this stream. Not even 5 minutes into the stream and Hajime already said Among Us. There's no way we'll survive. Wait, what's going on? Oh, this is supposed to be where the break is.
Well now.
Among Us. Well then, now the class trial has reached its climax. I would like to present the answer right here, right now. Huh? You're gonna spoil who the killer is? If I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. they'll all feel despair. You can't do that. That's seriously a big no-no. But spoiling it right now is innovative, don't you think? The class president and I are powerless against innovation. Who's the class president? Also, you realize I don't stutter as much in Danganronpa. It's because the text is bigger, so it's easier for me to read. So without further ado, the answer is... Yeah, you can't. Everyone, please close your eyes and cover your ears.
Correct! You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
What? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. Are you saying the killer is German? Yeah, we'll save here. The first game didn't have any resets.
I'm mon ami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room.
Why do you sound like... You kind of remind me of Dora the Explorer.
Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that! Ugh,
Believe it.
I can't do anything. How annoying. But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to
Yeah, I have
save
to agree that
regularly.
text is hard to read. I'll check it out tomorrow's stream, because tomorrow, as you know, is Karawa Sojo. And with someone...
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hyoko, now what?
And with someone with eyesight as bad as mine, then yeah, you'll see how I struggle.
If the killer was luring Hyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
Just as I thought.
What did you think?
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hyoko fled from the beach house?
Meaning the killer stayed in the building. And from what we found out with Akane, you could reach the thing. You could reach the bars.
The killer returned to the scene of the crime? After I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there.
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened.
So,
that's what I think.
Is it okay to say that in that trial break is like the halfway point for the trials? Or are we more than half? Are we still less than halfway? Sword lady could have. Yeah. The athletics to do it. Feel like it wasn't. I want to play a new. Oh no, it's a new mechanic. Is that what you're thinking? If so, we prepared a perfect product for you. We'll dive into your brain and logical discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the logic dive. Sorry. During the logic dive, you will control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the synapse course. You can move sideways with the mouse and accelerate with the control key. Press the right mouse button to brake and the left mouse button to jump. Danganronpa wouldn't devolve your honor. The killer did us. There will be various obstacles you will encounter as you progress through the course. So make sure you're familiar with the controls so you can reach the goal. On your journey, you will take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into walls. I'm worried about this. Also, upon reaching certain points, there will be branching questions in the course. The answers split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times in one course. Please be careful. I highly recommend you make good use of the brake. That's my Middleton advice to you. If you press the escape key during the logic drive, you can review the controls. Oh, well then, good luck and have fun. She's right, there might be something very important. It's basically like a I haven't played Sonic since 2017. Classic Sonic or modern Sonic? Whoops. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Hyoko ran away from the beach house, when did the killer arrive in the park from the beach house? I have a feeling I'm gonna suck at this. Think. If I can just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Alright, I'm gonna do it. As if you don't understand. Okay, let's go. I already forgot the controls. Oh, it's like... Okay. Control key is to accelerate, the right mouse button is to brake, and left... Okay. It's like the special stages from... Sonic. Question 1. Is it before? Oh, I got that right. Ooh, sick trick. After he'll go. Didn't we just agree on that? Oh crap. Oh crap. Ah! Oh crap. Why am I'm not pressing control. Where was the killer? Beach house. I already said it was the beach house, right? Oh crap. Yeah, I'll say beach house. I could be wrong. Because there's no way they could hide in the beach. There's nowhere to hide in the beach. Right? Oh, I was right.
It's all coming together. Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
So it was like the special stages from Sonic.
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing.
And my second screen just refreshed. Oh no, I can't see chat.
Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
She doesn't like being bullied.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good.
Akane. They hid in the sand really over. Okay, I'm trying to get the second screen. I'm trying to get the second screen back up. The place where the killer was hiding. Where Hiyoko wasn't looking. Where's the bathroom? Were they also in the closet? Because there's no way they could... Hiyoko check the shower. Okay, I'm just gonna go on a whim. Wait, they were in the closet?
The killer was probably hiding in
Logic
the closet.
drive is... I'm really up close to my mic because my... Normal, like I said earlier in the stream, my second screen tends to be on my right side and my mic is on my left side. This time my second screen is on the left side.
The closet? That's where I was locked up!
Wait, it was a mess there, right? The surfboards were out of the cases. So, were they hiding in the case? How could you not notice that?
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? Then you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hiyoko knowing?
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
Ow. Yeah, look, the surfboards are all over the place. And the only way I could think of is the surfboard case, right? Oops. I did not read that. Also, somehow my chat isn't updating on my second screen. Like, if the killer made sure to arrange a hiding spot in advance, I could only think of one place. That's right, the place where the killer was. Where on the shelf? Don't say it outright. I'm sure people won't understand.
Crap!
Oh, whoops.
Crap!
Which one's the surfboard case? Is it this one?
Here!
I lost a lot of health in that one.
What about the surfboard case in the closet?
Just
I'm pretty
can't
sure they
see
could have
us.
hidden in there.
Okay, I could kind of see you guys now. See, just you're worried about nothing. Logic Drive is one of the best minigames in the series. Hajime. Okay, now my chat is thing, so I can't see you again. What about... yeah.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case?
But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think?
Yeah.
2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place.
Oh, hiding in plain sight.
Because we haven't been on
I
this
could
island
kinda
that
see
long.
it.
So
Like,
the closet shouldn't have been that messy.
I need to scroll
I
up.
think. Then the killer was close to me during that time?
The killer hid in the woods.
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
They were playing.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Ibuki's voice sounds familiar.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan.
Yeah.
Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house.
Saying whatever you want, even if we didn't ask.
Dude, this is...
All right, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand
That's too-
still and let me punch you! Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time.
Is he a man from the future?
As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right?
I'm gonna refresh my second screen.
Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
He kind of reminds you... He kind of sounds like Jeff from American Dad.
Jeez, you're pretty annoying for noticing something like that. I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction.
So that means someone else was there.
It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh?
Why is this so annoying?
So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
So someone else was there.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
And Fuyuhiko was there, so I'm guessing Fuyuhiko also found the body?
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
You're the one who went on a tangent.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hiyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
Or tampering with the evidence.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hiyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Wait, wasn't there drinks missing? Did they use the drinks to clean themselves?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be all right. If you guys have come this
Ow.
far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna leave the second screen. Like, I'm gonna keep it on so I can watch. Because even though it's not live, because the second screen is just YouTube, even if it's not live, I can still see it, so I get a basic idea. Now then, I shall explain to you the final feature of the non-stop debates. From this point forward, you will now be allowed to use truth flashbacks. If you hold down the left mouse button, the shape of the radical will change. If you aim... Wait, is this absorb bullet? I hate absorb bullet. If you aim at the remark's weak point and keep it in that position, you'll be able to memorize it. The memorized phrase can only be fired once as a single. This is absorb bullet. I hate this is If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or mistake in the truth bullet. I hate absorb bullet. In the flashback, in which, by the way, you will not be able to agree with anyone whilst you're using the truth flashback. That's in the middle of the trial. No, but Monomiya. Yep.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right?
Yeah.
So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and floosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Stop talking about
Maybe
pooping.
it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Whoops.
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They could have used something other than the
They
shower.
didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
They could have used something other than the shower.
If they used something
Oh.
other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
As soon as I said that.
They cut it up and floosh.
So it's not impossible, right?
As someone who
'Cause they could
flushes
have
their
used
shit every
something other
morning,
than the
I
shower.
can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
I really hate truth bullet.
Maybe it's the
absorb
other way
bullet.
around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
No, it's
Maybe
fine.
they were able to wash it off.
So it's not impossible because there's something... You could use something other than the shower, right? So it's not...
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
It's not completely impossible.
Maybe they simply washed it off.
So I have to shoot Fuyuhiko?
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been No, that's wrong!
Okay. I actually had to use my brain.
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else.
And there was a bunch of drinks missing in the fridge, right? Only the sweet and soft drinks were left behind. So I'm guessing they used the water bottles?
Something other than the shower. Like what?
You are your girl. Oh, wait. Good job, thanks. Don't expect that. This scene, no.
see. Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
Because only the sweet drinks weren't touched, so I'm guessing the water was
I've seen
touched.
through it.
Uh-oh.
In theory, but that's impossible.
Why?
We saw the bottles in the trash can. Here in Australia we call it rubbish bin.
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
Because we found the water bottles in the trash can.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try thinking one bottle drink wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down! We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
Allow me to cut through those words!
Okay, that actually made my heart beat really fast.
There were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
I was just spamming the cut button. Spamming works sometimes.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
By the way, you more or less in the middle. Wait, so we're like halfway through? Middle of the trial?
Well, now that you mention it...
Pro gamer moves just spamming? I mean, it works in some fighting games.
When I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
You should have said so sooner.
Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of the shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
So you're telling me you didn't use your brain? Oh wow, I'm just halfway. Hold on a sec. Now that I think about it, if they soaked their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, if they did that, the person would be...
It seems you've realized who the killer is.
Wait, Pekka was the only one who was wet.
See? Just as I thought.
So, Ray wasn't memeing.
Hold on. You know who the killer is?
Is that true?
Let me ask, who might that be?
If the killer used the plastic water bottles to wash off the blood that splattered on them, the killer, Mahiru's killer, must be that person.
You're the only one!
She was the only one who was wet.
Is it you?
You end the trial and leave the execution for next time. Hmm?
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Are you gonna need... I'm gonna go overtime because I don't wanna... I'm aware of going overtime for trials.
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
Hajime. Oh wait, I need to actually voice act. Hajime. Kazuichi. Why are the two of you here? Hey, Aren't you breathing pretty heavily? I just did a little swimming.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body. But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent. Say something.
She's practically just admitting to it.
Hold on, you bastard!
Now he's swimming for her instead of the other way
You
around.
saw her at the diner! You never saw her near the beach house, right? So maybe she really was swimming!
No one even saw her swimming.
No. I saw her.
Huh?
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home. So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
To me, my favorite game's still the Hangman's Gambit.
Hold on, that's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
But I forgot to play it again in Danganronpa 2. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. I went straight back to the hotel after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer!
Doesn't read his name.
We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house!
Now that you mention it, you're right.
The roadside door was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
She used the window.
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko? You're not the suspect. Peko is.
Wait, this is giving me flashbacks to, what's his name? What's his name? From Danganronpa 1. Mondo. Mondo was accused of being the killer, but Mondo just stayed quiet. It was Taka who was fighting for him. This is giving me flashbacks to Danganronpa 1.
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
Now that I think about it, the first murder, the murder victim was someone who wasn't supposed to die. So it kind of reflects of how Sayaka died. She wasn't supposed to die, but she died in self-defense. It's just mirroring. Does that mean the third murder will be two people getting killed? Ninja flip.
We might have an answer.
Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
Well, if Peko is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
The killer's escape route is the only...
I see!
If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is... well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
You'll find rehashes a lot of the things. Huh.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it.
She's a swordswoman. Could she have used her sword? Because she carries her sword around with her everywhere. Right?
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
And that person will be trapped.
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
Or her sword. She could have used it as leverage.
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule!
Littering is not allowed. Let us coexist with the island's bountiful nature in mutual prosperity.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
No, they just have to use an object.
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us! We just said they couldn't use an object!
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object. I see! You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body.
It's the sword.
Huh? Heka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object?
She still had her sword with her, right?
And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours! No! Please don't be violent!
Even if the killer used an object to escape the window, they could have been able to get rid of it. So the only thing I can think of is that the killer must have hid it somewhere. If that's the case, focus and think. The bamboo sword, right? Her sword? It's established that her sword's made of bamboo, right? Yeah, it's my favorite game. How do I play this again? Capture and release, then once it's big enough, I'll... Yeah, yeah, I think it is bamboo. Nope. I'm just rearranging it so they don't hit each other. I need a B. I need a B. I need an A. Oh crap. I need an RA. Give me an A. Give me an A. Oh crap. I lost that A. Is that a W? Or is that an M? Oops. Oh crap. Oh, I missed that one. Bamboo. Oops. I need a W. I need a W. I need a W. Crap. 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 I need an RW. Can this thing hurry up? Crap. That's fine. I need an O. I need an R. I need an R. I need an R. No, I need a D. Oh, whoops, I missed that. I need a D. There we go. That's fine. Like I said,
Peko,
there's more important
you carry
things.
that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right?
Like I said, that one's... I really enjoy Hangman's Gambit.
If I recall correctly, you had it then too.
Yeah, there it is.
Despite the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. Peko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
Then how did she get back?
Sword as a step stool? You see? I knew it! I knew it was a ninja! Didn't I tell ya? A ninja could have climbed that easily! Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
Wow! Just like a Japanese ninja!
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Not anymore.
Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
Well, Peko, do you have anything to say?
I swear Fuyuhiko's probably the one. Panic talk. Oh yeah, it's the rhythm game. There's no bullets yet. I just end up spamming this. Focus gauge, use your time, blah 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 blah. There's nega time too that your opponent can use. I just spam. Yeah, I don't. This is just a rehash.
Hold on a sec, you bastard!
Of course, it's him.
You're saying she used her sword as a step stool?
It's like Taka
and
all
went out
over
the
again.
fucking window? Then what about the sword?
Maybe you miss the eye. Hi, Uzumaki. No, W.
It would have been left in the shower room, and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
Fuyuhiko, why do you even care?
Shut up!
You're
Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me!
You're a tsundere.
If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
She could have used something else to reach it, like the bag. Or the rope on her bag. We saw the bag, it has rope. Fuyuhiko, why are you... Okay, here we go. I just end up spamming this.
Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Bastard! Got proof, you bastard? I'll sell your fucking organs! You're pissing me off! You're pissing me off! Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Bamboo sword back.
This is the end!
If she used her bamboo sword as a step stool, she could have recovered it with her sword back.
My first guess was the rope on the bag, not the bag itself.
When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool,
I was kinda
she
right.
tied her sword back to it.
I was kinda right.
And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
I don't think I'm going into overtime because it's only been 2 hours and it hasn't even been 2 hours
I
and a half.
see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag too. She used them both to escape. Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that. Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman.
What does that have to do with swordsmanship?
Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me work with you.
No, you just back off.
Is it true? Did you really kill Mahiru?
Hold on! You're just making assumptions. You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof.
You're very Taka right now.
Got it, you bastard?
It's fine.
And she's being like Mondo, she's just accepting it. You didn't even... What? Like I said, I'm having a hard time seeing the chat.
Huh?
You...
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
Huh? Yeah, she's like Mondo, she's just accepting defeat. She just admitted just now, right? She's admitted she's Mahiru's killer, right? But is this right? Even though Fuyuhiko was the one arguing with us, Pekka just admitted so freely.
Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
Agreed. Hurry up and vote.
Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first.
Can it wait until after the voting?
This is important, and it relates to the voting. It's about Pekko's motive.
Kazuichi literally watches. Hmm? Okay. And I had some objects that's apparently exclusive to her, so...
My motive?
I'm mad at Kazuichi for taking my free time.
In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right? Then, why did you kill Mahiru?
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question, I must say it was for the sake of justice.
Oh, it's Nagato. Hello. Huh?
Justice?
And don't you dare make a Mikan joke.
In order to protect the justice of this world.
I'm sorry, you had to waste your time with... Huh?
I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one reason I kill. For the sake of protecting justice.
What are you saying?
Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of. Justice is the eternal sun, and the enduring moon, the protective father, and the smiling mother.
I just wanna kill Kazuichi now.
Hello! Earth to Pekko!
It's just me or a bunch of the cast in Danganronpa 2 are weeaboos.
If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would immediately freeze.
Wait.
And people's smiles would vanish.
Wait. She has white hair, she has a sword, and she talks about justice. So she's saying her sword is a tool of justice. She's Raiden?
I will not allow that.
It's fine, just stop it.
Standing here.
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
And in Metal Gear Rising, Raiden got his eyes upgraded so it glows red occasionally.
I'm telling you to stop it!
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice.
This is... Could she be...
Used to judge
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
I'm gonna ruin your song. I'm kidding, I like that song too.
Justice complete. The center of justice that is pierced by justice.
They're literally
The
throwing
lead
us
star
off.
of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice.
The emote. I swear. That was your fault too because I didn't realize you did. Your fault. It's fine.
Now then, let's execute justice.
I go.
What? What the fuck?
You didn't even invite me to sing along.
I'm sorry.
Peko, what are you doing?
I am sparkling justice. In the name of sparkling, shining justice, I have come to deliver justice.
The emote. Actually, there is a character in V3 that's more of a discreet reference to Metal Gear Rising Raiden.
What's going on? What's this? Chill.
Peko finally snapped!
Everyone, please be careful. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals. She is supposed to be... but... huh?
An ally of justice? So that's why you're wearing a mask.
Jaws, you're still calling it the Mikan voice. We literally have a Nagato here. And I already kinda did.
This mask is the dividing line. Just like various idols, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp. Justice should also be the same.
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
She literally just went out and said, "My sword is a tool of justice, not used in anger. Not used for vengeance." What? What the heck is this? Peko is the killer? Why? Why is it turning out like this?
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events.
How do you speak emotes? Yeah. Monokuma now.
Hey! Now's not the time for you to be sleeping. Take a look. It's a killer.
Not the first time in Danganronpa.
Hey.
This again?
Huh? Sleep talking?
So what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill Mahiru?
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow
So-
even one shadow.
So is she gonna fight Toko?
Evil must be eliminated immediately. No matter what, I must not overlook evil.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
And there's the Green Lantern.
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
Then the reason you killed Mahiru was...
Unless this is a cover-up.
To protect justice, of course. In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword.
Your sword is a tool of
And
justice.
executed justice.
Spider-Man.
Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
She's so gross!
What's mine is mine, and what's mine.
Peko, is this your true identity?
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am.
You've even forgotten your name.
It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important.
Wait. Looks like
I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
Oh. Oh, okay, Lysithia, calm down.
I can't stand this anymore! Let's just end this farce already!
End it? He's right, we need to end this already. The killer in the end, there's no mistake that it was Pekka all along.
Let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this.
It's the thing. I'm kind of bad at this. Because I always think it's one thing, but apparently it isn't. Stop one. Oopsies. Nope. Okay, I'll use what I can. No, it's not that one. Just for the record, I knew from the start. She arrives at the beach house. Stock 2. I've carved my own path, you followed your wrath, but maybe we're both the same. The world is tough. I knew it too, but I think it was funny to mess with you. So many have burned, but nobody. Oopsies. This? Whoopsies. Yeah, I'm gonna lose this. Oh wait, that's already there, so I need to get something that isn't there. So it's probably this one, but where do I put it? Oh, there. Mikan is there. Okay. It's not that one. Mikan arrives in the beach house. Pretty anime girl mask. Huh. That was a guess. Standing here, I realize you are just like me, trying to make history. But who's to judge? You guys are just bringing out the lanterns.
Here's everything that happened in this case. The incident began this morning when Mahiru spoke to Hyoko. Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, the video game provided to us as the motive. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character.
Do all the lanterns mention darkest nights?
Hyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation
That's
about
the
it later.
fear one, right? The yellow one?
However, someone else overheard their exchange. The killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan.
Not at all.
By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions. That item was the letters. They sent fake
That's
letters
the
to
red
both
lantern.
Mahiru and Hyoko. The letter
I'm
Mahiru
pretty sure
received
this
told her to come to the
theme
beach
that's playing
house
right
at
now
2:30
appears in
p.m.
all the Danganronpa games. And even the anime. Like the first season.
And the letter Hyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately.
We're not even...
Hyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said.
I have like a little over 30 minutes left of the stream.
And was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet, so they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she had been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime.
Bonk.
The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath. According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road.
There was a bunch of these I'm not sure if I told you this story, but there was forensic scientists that came to my high school, and they said sometimes these cases could take a year or so to solve. And these kids are doing it without any like forensics equipment.
Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card. That's how the crime scene we discovered was
it's a
created.
game, yeah.
However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen.
If you can't change to the beach house, what's the point of having a shower?
Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator.
That would have been a really cold shower. Well,
We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened.
they had the power of anime teens.
In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can.
Even if you are the ultimate detective or something, you're still gonna need forensics equipment to analyze. Actually, if they have forensics equipment, this would have been a lot faster, because they could have taken like DNA tests and stuff.
Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hyoko wore off, and she woke up.
They could just say chloroform.
I can imagine how badly Hyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her. After Hiyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case.
Coming out of the closet, you go, girl. I mean, she had a
and
thing for
placed a gummy
Hiyoko.
That they brought
She had a
with them
thing
to
for
shift our
Mahiru.
suspicion toward Hiyoko. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko.
My dogs are asleep now.
Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route. The small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used
Sleepy dogs, nice, yeah.
the bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a
For a
step stool
moment,
to reach the small window
when I
while holding the sword bag in their hand.
For some reason, when I saw the word blood from the chat, I thought you were reciting the lyrics of Collective Consciousness.
As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened. But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house. So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Pekoyama?
Complete.
I see. And what of it?
I would have thought the only thing I know for real. Because bloodshed is... I'm pretty sure bloodshed is one word.
She's like totally cool with it.
I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
Okay, Lycia, I'll see you next week when I play the demo.
What are you saying? You killed Mahiru!
Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice. That's no reason to condemn me.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy bitch.
There's no way you can kill me.
Blood.
Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
Yeah. From what I heard.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important. Understand?
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on. In order to keep justice, to keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
Are you
I'm
serious?
pretty sure Mikan's the only one falling for this.
It's not serious. It's justice. If I fall here, who will combat the evils of this world? Now, follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all, and save my life to protect justice.
Lycia really did the ara laugh, didn't she?
Hurry and carry on justice.
Give me a break! Who's gonna die for you?
If we let Peko go, we're all gonna get killed!
For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices are unavoidable.
Ara laugh, yeah.
A few sacrifices? That's...
Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
No, I don't like justice, thanks though. Ryan's gonna slice you now.
I can't stand her anymore. Let's vote already and execute her.
However, before we do that...
Monokuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake!
He finally woke up.
You're finally awake.
I've heard your story. Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares?
Show me a good time, Jack.
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or
Right.
the dreadfully wrong
First
one?
needs to take the doom.
Such heart-pounding excitement!
Peko. Peko Yama. Yeah.
Pardon me, can we please have a little more time? Pardon me, can we have a little bit more time? Please let us continue our discussion.
I like how Sonya.
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over?
It was me, Barry. I killed him.
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange. Something about this is definitely strange.
Doctor Strange, huh?
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Peko is the killer.
That is true. However,
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Peko is really sparkling justice, am I right?
Gorm.
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more...
That makes her an
Whoops.
enthusiast.
Honestly, it felt strange to me too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Peko was probably covering it up.
there's a distinct difference between what we know about sparkling justice and Peko, right?
Distinct difference?
You know, Sonia describes sparkling justice like this.
justice complete. The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that
the
shines
cut
in
was
the night
funny.
sky.
What cut?
That would be me. Sparkling justice!
What the heck was that? That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase. An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase? I read it in a magazine in the library. Why didn't Peko say it? She heard Sonia say it. There has only been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it. I see, so that's what it was. Nationality, was
I
it?
see. That's right. According to what Sonia said,
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
if she had it translated, that means it wasn't written in English, right?
I think originally they were supposed to say Japanese.
Huh? Yes, the magazine I read was written in Spanish. So, Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well.
Espanol?
Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
From Spain?
Without the S.
What?
Nah, she's... All this time, I completely misunderstood. Ow! I keep hitting myself on this desk. But that wasn't the case. Wait, is Ray the Sparkling Justice? Are you the
Peko, you're not Sparkling Justice. There's no way that's possible.
Or, if you insist that you're Sparkling Justice, can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
That's Cap. I accuse you. You're capping myth.
Would you be able to do that?
She'll probably say no habla español.
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off. However, that's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary. And even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it.
Uh-huh.
My duty has already been finished. My duty as a tool has already been completed in full.
Are you a tool of justice?
Uh-huh. Looks like she's back to normal?
That mask has fulfilled its purpose, just as I have.
What do you mean? Fulfilled its purpose too late? What are you getting at?
Jaws, you have 40 minutes until... That's fine, I don't mind
Now that you've already cast your votes,
I'm aware
is
that...
what it means.
I'm aware trials tend to go overtime. Huh?
Hey, be clearer! We're asking you what your purpose was.
I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
And saying how you were simping for Fuyuhiko. Are you Fuyuhiko's tool? And he was simping for you.
Tool? What do you mean?
She called herself a tool, which means someone else used her then?
Of course.
I'm making the mother.
A tool
Oh,
cannot
God.
do anything on its own.
Yacha's here. Hajime, you can't fret over the fact I can't speak Spanish.
I see. I finally understand.
Ima-
I did have a sneaking suspicion all along.
Imagine the Spanish version of this game.
What do you mean?
That would be very confusing.
I mean, besides Peko and Hiyoko, someone else was also at the beach house.
Someone else?
Yeah, like I said earlier, Fuyuhiko, because he came out that way.
There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember it.
Fuyuhiko was there. I even said in the beginning of the trial, because it needs 3 people. The body...
I see.
Even Monokuma said the third
Are you talking about the body discovery announcement?
The killer doesn't count as the body, the third person.
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
So what about this time? Is it 3 person including the killer or not? Geez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body.
They could have just localized. That's true.
And in this particular case, the killer, Peko, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but...
Like I said earlier in the stream, it was probably Fuyuhiko because it came out of the beach.
I see. That leaves us 1 person short.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house.
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules, that's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
No, that's not it.
Huh? Am I wrong?
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
Huh?
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
It's me. Just kidding, it's not. It's Fuyuhiko.
You're the only one! Is it Fuyuhiko?
I see. Now I finally see the connection.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true.
Because it is true. Search your feelings.
Would you call a game like that
It was me.
a strong
Heck.
motive?
Definitely happened in real life. It's overwhelming proof that it was the file. Where is it?
I can prove it with this.
It was the folder.
I didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru's murder, but there's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize. The photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots.
For me it is. I mean for us it is.
They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko, didn't you?
Yeah, he did.
You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right? Because Whoever beat the game first and received the ending prize.
It's based on Metal Gear. Metal Gear Rising came out in 2013. This came out in 2012, right? Hey, what's with that end? What's inside? Shut up. What makes you think you have any right to question me?
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It was you, wasn't it?
It was me, Dio.
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it. Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey! Why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares? 'Cause Peko is the killer, right?
Yeah, but she is too.
We already voted!
That's why I told you. You're all too late.
But Peko was still the one who killed.
As I said before, I exist as nothing more than a tool.
That's not how the game
I
sees
had
it.
no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, I cannot defy my orders.
Every mystery game references Among Us.
Hey! What's going on? Can anyone give me a simpler explanation?
It means I'm not the killer.
Yes, you are. You still...
The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi.
What?
What the hell?
I see. That's what you were aiming for all along.
No, I have no aim. But my young master does. My young master planned this from the start.
So she's like a samurai.
Young master?
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote.
That's a problem. If Peko's allegation holds up, that means our vote was incorrect.
In that case, the person who gets to live is...
But Peko's still a person.
Me?
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
How would Peko be a tool in the first place?
That begs the question, what if you use someone who's unconscious, like they're not dead, they're unconscious, but you beat their... You know what, that's a dumb question, I'm not gonna continue.
Peko is a legitimate human being!
That's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma. The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides.
If Monokuma really believes what is a man... If Monokuma really believes in despair, he would have taken Peko's side and killed everyone else.
What the hell?
Peko, this ain't the case of guns don't kill people, people do. That's cap. Hey. I got a B last time.
I'm in a bind. And what a bind it is. I guess for now, let's take a quick recess. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Okay. Oh, I actually need to do voice acting. Ahem, although there were some twists and turns along the way, the one who killed Mahiru Koizumi is... Hold on a sec.
Sorry.
Okay, I'll wait. So sorry, I'm just hesitating.
Hey!
There's no need to hesitate, no matter how you look at it. Peko's the killer. Why?
Hey, hey!
Why? Well, that's obvious. You're not a tool. You're a freaking human being.
Well...
I'm human, and I'm not a tool. If that's what you're saying, you're wrong.
You just don't know.
No more Ada voice. You just don't know that there are people who only exist to be tools. Okay, I kind of relate. I kind of relate to that. I see myself as a tool of entertainment. That's why I refuse to take breaks, and people has gotten mad at me. People such as myself only exist to be tools?
Hey.
What does she mean for you, Hiko? Peko and I grew up together. Are you two childhood friends then? Oh, bad. I don't know who Cause is. I am Jaws.
No.
It's completely different than that. Only in tear. Right after I was born and abandoned by my parents, the Kazuryu clan took me in.
I am nothing but a tool.
They gave me a reason to exist. I have to fulfill my duty as my young master's property.
What?
Property, you say? It means she's a hitman arranged by my clan to work directly under me. Another word for hitman is an assassin, so is she the ultimate assassin or ultimate hitman? Or she's just the ultimate swordswoman?
If my young master is attacked, I must defend him as his shield. If he intends to kill, I must be his sword.
Even as a baby, she had a sword.
That is my only reason for living. Before I am human, I am my young master's tool, first and foremost. Until this body of mine can no longer move, I shall fulfill my duty until the very end.
That is...
Wrong. You are not a tool, Peko. Cause is the... Maybe in the future you'll see it. Because if you are a tool, then what was all the time we spent together?
Nothing.
I was ordered by my young master to behave, just as I was ordered to interact with all of you. What? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow class high school students now. Well, yeah, like right now, right after we arrive on this island, that is what my master ordered me to do.
You fiend.
That is why you are hiding your relationship, you mean?
No.
It's not as if. That started the moment we arrived on this island. Before that, my young master was always told to hide our relationship. My young master loads relying on his household's power. He even hates me, the tool given to him by his household.
I am nothing but a tool.
No matter what I'm told, she said, for killing. If my young master intends to kill, it is only natural for me to act as his tool. Then the one who killed Mahiru wasn't you, it was... Question. I don't know. Fuyuhiko?
Damn it.
It is what it is. When I thought I beat that game, I was suddenly given these photographs.
Damn it!
I don't understand. Why is my sister in these pictures?
Don't
Photos.
fuck with me!
And she's covered in blood. I vote me. She already has a voice. Wait until she dies. That will be passed on to someone else. If she dies. What does it mean? Why can't I remember? How come I can't even know? I don't even know if my sister's dead.
You...
Tried to confirm that with Mahiru, and that's why you wanted to talk to her.
So...
Yeah, I sent her the photo because I wanted to make sure she'd respond. Look at this photograph. But she never replied back to me. Not only that, she started avoiding me too.
But...
Uh-oh.
I'm pretty sure Mahiru was confused too. I mean, we all were. before anyone played the game, we didn't even know this incident had happened. That's why, even if we were told that we're connected to it, there's no way we could accept it.
You know, when Mahiru spoke to Ibuki, she mentioned something about this. Sorry, I actually have plans to go to the beach with everyone.
Oh my!
Wait, huh? You're not going, Mahiru? If you want to talk about it there, it'll be totally fine. It's pretty important, so, you know, it'd be troubling to involve the others.
Huh?
You sound pretty serious. Serious or not, I can't really do anything about it on my own, so I wanted someone to think about it with me.
But...
If I need to make amends, I would. But I don't even know how.
Are you serious?
So she hesitated, and Fuyuhiko thought she was avoiding him and had her killed. That definitely sounds serious. I can cancel my beach plans for you. No, it's fine. It's important that everyone gets along anyway. Just tell them I'm not feeling well. Plus, it doesn't have to be today. There's always tomorrow.
Oh.
She wanted to discuss how to make amends, but Hyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation. Ara, Mikan's voice. I should have gone too.
But...
It was rather convenient for you, wasn't it, Fuyuhiko? If you could make use of their plans to meet each other alone, you can easily lure Mahiru into a trap, right?
Hey.
By calling both of them to the beach house, you're able to pin the blame on Hyoko.
What the?
Seriously, what the heck? An eye for an eye. That's the world I live in. My little sister was murdered. If the reason that happened was because of some people here.
Damn it!
I have no choice but to kill that person on my sister's behalf, right?
And so?
My young master thought of a plan and executed it. I wanted to use a bat as the murder weapon because in the game that's what was used to kill Girl E. For revenge, clubbing the person to death the same way my sister was killed just seemed to make sense. Even if it ruined my disguise, it was the only thing I could do to avenge my sister. Wait. Oh my. Yeah, that's technically Ara, yeah.
That is...
So that's why you killed Mahiru with the bat.
Yeah.
But still, I believe her up until the very last minute. That game was just a work of fiction. But even so, that bitch.
Hey.
If the game is actually real, are you the one who killed Girl E?
Why, you?
Hey, I don't want to hear about that.
But...
The fact that your sister was killed is terrible. It's unfortunate, but...
Why?
You shouldn't have killed that girl.
Shut the hell up!
Who cares about that? Just answer me. What do you know about the game? That game.
What are you saying?
You had no right to do that. Nobody has the right to judge others for their crimes. Revenge is just wrong. Revenge is not the Jedi way. Like I said, they touch upon... Okay. Want me to be honest? The whole time, I was acting like a coward. Even after I called over Mahiru, I was still planning to find an excuse to not go through with that plan. I'm not. I'm glad you got that reference. But after she said that to me, that all went out the window. I got really pissed and grabbed the metal bat that I hid under the bench. But at that moment, young master called for me and made me kill Mahiru.
Huh?
Huh?
Young master, I am finished.
What?
You were saying that you killed her because you were ordered to? Jones, I'm a Star Wars mod, of course. But Rebels. Not a lot of people watches Rebels. A tool is not defined by its will, but by its actions. Those movies were bad. I don't get this at all.
Of course!
Of course you don't understand, because humans are completely different from one another. Everyone's birthplace and upbringing is different. It's obviously impossible for them to understand each other. So everyone just pretends to understand and pretends to be understood.
Be quiet.
Hey, you're too annoying. Can you just...
Yes, indeed!
Okay, dokie, I'll be quiet. Afterward, just as my young master planned, I proceeded to tamper with the scene of the crime. However, I also considered the possibility of being found out. So in order to get you guys to make the wrong choice, I decided to make use of that serial killer story.
It cannot be!
You insisted that you were sparkling justice in order to make us hasten our votes? So we fell for it. We fell for her trick all along. That's right. You guys have made the wrong decision. You voted me, a mere tool, as the killer, unaware that my young master was the true killer.
That's obviously wrong!
Hold on, don't act like our loss has been decided yet.
No.
No, it's already been decided already. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
This is troubling!
I'll admit, all this talk about Peko being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach it from various angles, it makes sense that Fuyuhiko is actually the true killer. Yes, as you see, I am sparkling just. A good question for an art. Hold on, I'm telling you to hold on.
I see.
So for Peko, Fuyuhiko himself is your true hope then. On his behalf, you killed Mahiru, and now you're trying to sacrifice us so that you can protect him.
Great!
You would only go that far because he's your one and only hope.
Wrong.
I have no hope. I am just a tool. Well, even if we ask her, she'll probably just play dumb anyway.
Now then.
So, I'm going to ask someone else. Hey, Fuyuhiko, what do you think?
Huh?
About what? About what?
Hey.
Is Peko just a tool to you? Using that tool, surviving by sacrificing Peko and the rest of us? Is that your hope?
What?
Hold on.
What's the use of asking something like that?
What?
Huh? You seem distressed. A mere tool doesn't panic like that, right?
Jeez.
Peko, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fuyuhiko of your own free will?
Hey.
Fuyuhiko, can you tell me the truth? The fact that she killed on your behalf, the fact that she lied to us by acting like the killer, are those all things you ordered her to do? Is that the truth?
Huh?
Fuyuhiko?
Yeah.
I know you hate our guts, but
Huh?
if you listen to Peko, we're all gonna die.
Young master.
You just have to tell the truth. You have to keep in mind that Monokuma is all about the trials, so I doubt. Yeah. And he probably also wants Fuyuhiko to feel despair, because it's clear Fuyuhiko cares about Peko. I was only following your orders. We just have to tell them that. Fuyuhiko, you mentioned this before, but in this kind of situation, interacting with the others will just shorten your lifespan. Those idiots, Byakuya and Teru are proof of that. Plus, it'd be frustrating to be held back by affection when it's my time to kill. You're still saying that? Of course, I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here if it guarantees my survival. So he's just a tsundere. You don't really feel like that, right? You're not that kind of person. Because if you were, you wouldn't be hesitating like you are now, right? So he's just a tsundere. Oh, the song is called All-Star Apologies.
Young master!
There's no need to hesitate, young master. Please, just tell them the truth. Young master, you're the one who ordered me. I just did as I was told because I am a tool. Fuyuhiko, this could be considered your ultimate choice. Regardless, either way, you'll still lose Peko, but...
Hey.
If you insist you're the killer, just as she said, you can sacrifice us and survive alone. Or would you rather reject Peko and fight alongside us against despair? I still find it weird. Weird calling dude that is, and yes, I know that. Yeah, Dere is gender neutral. Which one will be your hope? Let's hear what you have to say.
Damn it!
I...
Young master, I am finished.
You? What the hell did you do? You already know, right? What's going to happen? After you kill someone?
I did it because I know. There is no way I can let that happen to you.
So she just assumed? Or she tried to protect him, because he was gonna do it.
Hey, Peko. Do you remember what I told you when we first arrived on this island? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. You need to run. Got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away.
Young master, that is impossible.
Shut up! I'm ordering you not to worry about me!
There is no way I cannot worry about you.
I'm gonna turn that screenshot. Yeah, I don't mind. I really want to bonk. Then who's the person in the back? You?
I am my young master's tool. A tool to protect my young master. Without an owner, a tool serves no purpose.
God damn it, we are done with that crap! Why won't you listen to what I'm saying?
Regardless, I will not flee. Besides, I'm fairly certain they'll discover the truth soon enough.
It's like she's played Danganronpa. Everyone discovers what happened, the truth.
Then, why did you...
That will be chat or right now.
I have a plan.
Huh? A plan?
Please do not worry. I promise I will keep my young master alive and return him safely home.
You idiot.
She played among
What do
us.
you intend to do?
I intend to fulfill my duty as your tool. Now please, go! Hiyoko will be waking up soon. After you leave, I must block the door to the road with Mahiru's body. Hurry!
Okay, Lysithia.
Damn it. You better run away. Got it? Just forget about me. Forget about the Kuzuryu clan. You better escape.
Oh, I've been reading Kazuryu, it's Kuzuryu, cause Ku. Yeah. Like I said, bad eyesight. So how about it, Fuyuhiko? Please, tell me the truth.
Sorry.
Peko, I guess I can't go through with it after all.
Young master!
I'm a disgrace.
Cause if that's actually what I have to do to survive, I just feel ashamed of myself. It mean I can't live without depending on something. I just feel disgusted with myself.
Peko.
And if I admit that it means you really are just a tool to me? How many times did I tell you I don't want a tool given to me by the Kuzuryu clan?
Young master!
Oh,
Oh my. So this is how it turned out.
too bad.
And here I thought it'd be more brutal and heartless. Man, how disappointing. Which means everything happened thanks to her Nielsen actions.
Why you?
There's no way a human that Nielsen could ever be considered a tool.
Hey,
Monokuma, you knew all along, didn't you? You knew about Fuyuhiko, what Peko and Fuyuhiko discussed.
Jeez.
Well, it's obvious now. I mean, that's why you have surveillance cameras. You were just having fun, huh? Man, even if it wasn't an act of desperation, Becca's claim was surprisingly interesting. You're actually the first to try to influence the outcome of the trial like that. But too bad, you're definitely the killer. Peko, a tool with a heart, is the killer.
Sorry.
Peko, I'm sorry. I couldn't fulfill your request. Even though you did all that to provide me that chance to survive. There will be, but I had a feeling it would turn out like this.
Huh?
Young master!
You have a kind heart, despite being a Yakuza. That is why you question your position and constantly worry about it. For you to sacrifice someone else just to escape by yourself. I believe you wouldn't accept that so easily. We've been together ever since we were children. Even a tool would understand that.
What?
Then why?
Even so, I wanted you to escape.
I wanted to protect you.
Peko.
I am terribly sorry.
I will not be able to serve by your side until the very end, young master. You screenshot it. Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna accidentally exit the game.
Goodbye.
Smiles you failed to protect. Then again, like I said, the only spoiler I know is that everyone dead is technically alive except one person. And I'm sorry for what I've done to you all too. It may be a selfish request, but please forgive my young master.
And please do not cause a senseless killing such as this ever again.
Huh. And I missed it because of freaking Kazuichi. Of course. That will do. Monokuma, why don't you start it already?
I will never feel despair.
Just so you know, she said it, as long as I am a tool, I am fully prepared to die.
So cool!
Breaking out of my pain. But will you be able to maintain that composure until the very end? People who act as proud as you always shed tears of despair in the end. Now then, let's begin. I'm my own master now.
Young Master Fuyuhiko.
Please permit me to make one final selfish request.
So...
Didn't I tell you not to call me young master?
I want you to remember.
The tool, Peko Pekoyama, who used to fight beside you. I would like it if you remembered that. That's it. How many times do you have to keep? I don't have any tools. You did say that. Yeah, this is Taka and Mondo all over again. Hopefully Peko doesn't become butter. Then let's begin. The punishment time, brimming with despair.
Jeez.
Why don't you get it? Why don't you get it yet?
Thrills, chills, kills!
This time for the ultimate swordswoman, Peko Pekoyama. Also Peko, she has a crush on her. Yeah. And Hajime gets made into believing.
Why?
You stay by my side all this time. Why don't you get it?
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment!
For you.
I
never needed a sword or a shield.
I never needed a tool.
You needed a friend.
So... You didn't need to become a tool.
Let's give it everything we've got!
Hajime got friends.
You just needed to be yourself.
Is Fuyuhiko going to be like Taka and have a whole personality change?
I never wanted a tool. I just wanted you. Only you.
Young master?
Why? Why couldn't you understand? We've always been together ever since we were kids!
Let's go! It's punishment time!
Monokuma's the one feeling despair because he's being ignored.
Please, Echo. Don't go! I need you! Don't leave me!
Young master?
Well, while not a 180 personality change, he's gonna become a great character in the future.
Young master!
Peko has been found guilty. Time for punishment. Wait, Peko, can we go? Just this one time. One-woman army. What? I know she's gonna die, but what if in an alternate reality she survives this? Standing here, I realize you are just like me, trying to make history. Oh. And this is where she hesitates. And she gets killed. Maybe in an alternate reality, Fuyuhiko wasn't there and she just survived. How would Monokuma feel about that?
That is impossible!
This cannot be, even Fuyuhiko. This is bad. This shouldn't be allowed. People dying so easily, falling like dominoes. You bastard, what is this? This can't be. This is a lie, right? Peko! Fuyuhiko! I know it's supposed to be a scream. For heaven's sake, this is just the worst. Jeez. Yeah. This conclusion, what a waste. This is why she should have just discussed it with me. He would have. Yeah, that's true.
Damn it.
It was supposed to be a clash between two hopes, but it was crushed into something unpalatable.
Oh.
You're still talking about that? I could have taken them, really. Just played the turn hacksaw. The hell's wrong with you? Aren't you pissed that two of your friends got killed?
Such despair.
I'm pissed, and I even feel sad and hopeless. But still.
Isn't that right?
Oh crap. I instinctively skipped him. It's going to be alright. This despair is worthless. Even this despair is just a ladder to a bright shining future that awaits us. My mommy, king, and the guy I consider a huge asshole are dead. Oh no. The higher the ladder, the brighter we can shine. That is the unmistakable truth. Call me a ladder, huh? You say some pretty interesting things. In a way, your misguided thoughts of what hope should be remind me of him. I don't really understand what you're saying.
Listen carefully.
Anyway, was Monokuma talking about Makoto? Anyway, I shall make a declaration. We will definitely destroy you. Haha. The hopes of all the ultimates here will definitely completely utterly destroy you. There won't even be a strand of cotton left when we're done with you. That's your future. How much longer are you planning to say such stupid things? Don't you understand? Even Fuyuhiko died. You know. Not yet. He's still alive.
Everyone!
Fuyuhiko's still alive.
You serious?
Fuyuhiko! I'm not screaming. Frantically, we rushed over to Fuyuhiko's side.
He's still breathing.
Is he gonna be okay?
Do something! Hey! You need to save him!
I mean, Mifan is the ultimate nurse.
I'm trying.
But in Japanese, she's not the ultimate nurse. She's super high school level health member, health committee member.
But his blood, he won't stop bleeding out. His pulse is getting weaker.
Can't you do anything about it? God damn it!
Well, serves him right.
You're so stupid.
Were you filled with hope at the thought of saving her yourself? That's why you ended up like that?
You stupid brother!
What are you so laid back about? You need to hurry up and save him.
I don't believe it!
Huh? A surprise order?
What the heck?
Why do I have to burn my precious calories just to save some Yakuza scum?
That's wrong!
It's your duty to save him.
Huh?
Duty?
Hey!
Because it's written in the school trip rules. If the black hen is exposed during the class trial, if only the black hen gets executed, then Fuyuhiko shouldn't allowed to be executed. Yes, the house health committee. Well, if I could, I would do something about it right now. But since my magic stick was taken away, I'm practically powerless.
Hey!
But you should be able to do it.
Unbelievable.
Jeez, I guess I have no choice.
Fine.
Well, there's no way I could violate a rule, even if it's me.
So,
Fine, then I'll save him. Really?
like,
I was actually gonna do that all along, so I've already prepared for this. Autocorrect. Huh? Prepared? And that's when it happened. A siren began ringing from out of nowhere, and gradually grew closer and closer.
An ambulance?
just leave the rest to me, Dr. Killgood.
Dr. Killgood? You've already killed your patients.
We gotta get this patient to the Monokuma Hospital ER and get him under 24-hour observation stat! So, I'll see you later!
And after he said that, the ambulance containing Monokuma and Fuyuhiko vanished from our sight.
Is it really gonna be okay to leave this to Monokuma?
Damn it.
It can't be helped. It's not like there was any other way.
Perhaps.
He's gonna be fine. He's probably gonna get better and come back to us again. Yeah, Dr. Killgood does sound like a reference. Like, I watched a show about it. You're right. He's definitely gonna come back and talk a lot of smack as if nothing happened. Then all we can do is wait. Why do we have to wait for him? I mean, he caused Fuyuhiko's death. Mahiru's death, you know.
However,
we must put that aside since Peko has already been punished. Or else we will not be able to advance forward.
Fall, my tears.
There are no second chances in life. We cannot return to what has already transpired. I know, a Dr. Feelgood. There's no other way than to move forward like an arrow of light piercing through the darkness.
Damn it!
I guess. Things aren't as exciting if a shitster like her ain't around. I didn't realize it, but I was wishing for that too. But from the bottom of my heart, I really wanted him to return. Fuyohiko! Ooh, someone knows it. I don't want anyone else to be a sacrifice. But this is nature's sacrifice. And so the class trial ended. But we still can't see the real ending that we really want yet. When that finally arrives, what will happen to us by then? No matter how I look, no matter what possibilities I look for, I can't see our future, not even a speck. As if we were in a boat floating unreliably in a vast dark sea. Ara cause? We were just left there alone. Only one word could explain our situation. Despair. We couldn't find a more suitable word than that. Uh-huh. She's just standing
You
there.
guys can see it, right? You can see this countdown too? 4 people are already gone. We took our time preparing the hope fragments, but now we're no longer able to gather them.
My guess, the next killing will involve 2 people. Because right now it's being a complete mirror of Danganronpa 1.
Honestly, I'm not so sure anymore.
But I don't expect this pattern from Danganronpa V3 because V3 is a soft reboot.
Whether it's better if we let them leave this island, or if we shouldn't let them escape. For those kids, which option is hope and which is despair? But I guess there's no
Don't
time to
jinx it,
hesitate.
Jaws.
If this countdown reaches 0,
It's not luck, it's more like analysis.
that guy will probably take over our plan's final stage as well. What lies beyond that is the foul resurrection of the ultimate despair. And the continuation of the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
That was mentioned in Danganronpa 1.
That cannot be allowed. We must prevent that by any means necessary. Even if we have to pay the ultimate price, I will definitely prevent it by any means. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
Uh-huh. The only thing I know for real. See punishment, sin, and coconuts. End. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna end the stream here. I mean, Ara just died. Jaws games can reference events from the past. Black Dragon Blade. I don't know, didn't Ara just die? Right time, Jaws, cause... Okay, fine. Should I do Ara? I mean, fine. I'll do it. And no, don't worry, I'm not gonna do any tricks. I'm not gonna change into Mikan or Little Jaws. So I'll be right back. So, I hope you have fun. Had fun, sorry. Tomorrow will be Karawa Sojo again, so look forward to that. So, eat well, stay healthy, and enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you in the next Dangan. Well, not the next Danganronpa, because tomorrow I'll see you guys again. So, I hope I see you all tomorrow for Karawa Sojo. It's understandable if you can't make it. Everyone's busy with their lives. And like I said, I am just for entertainment. I'm not supposed to replace anything more important in life. So, goodbye.